changer. So now we have seen the load frequency control of a single area system. That is so far we have designed the mathematical model of load frequency control that comprises of the model of speed governor, turbine, and then generator. And for a single area system, load frequency control is having two inputs. One is del PD of S and another one is del PC of S. That is, one is an incremental input in the control signal given by the speed changer, and another one is incremental change in the power demand. We can say that as an incremental disturbance. So we are having two inputs to the single area load frequency control. And next topic is a static analysis or a steady state response of a single area system, and in which we are going to find the steady state response for two conditions. One is for uncontrolled case and another one is for controlled case, because we are having two inputs to the load frequency control. So we cannot get the response of a single area system by combining these two inputs to the single area system. So now we are going to have a steady state response for a single area system for an individual input at a time. So we are calculating the steady state response with respect to del PC, and that at that time, if you are going to consider only the del PC, at that time we have to neglect the value of del PD, because we are going to find steady state response or even dynamic response only with respect to single input at a time. So if you are going to consider any one of the inputs and the rest of the input is going to be neglected. So if you are going to consider del PC, then we can say that as a controlled case, and if you are not going to consider del PC, and that is a for uncontrolled case. So let us start with the uncontrolled case. It means that we are going to remove the presence of command signal. That is, we are removing the secondary control loop in the load frequency control. It means we are going to consider only the primary loop of LFC. So that we can say that as a free governor operation. That this free governor operation is very important, because we can expect this type of questions even in GATE exams too. So the uncontrolled case, that is at the value of del PC is 0, we are calling that as free governor operation. And this is the block diagram after removing the value of del PC of S from the entire LFC model. And after removing that del PC from LFC, here is the reduced block. And now you can further reduce this block, and it is in the cascade connection. So you can add these two, kg into kt divided by 1 plus stg into 1 plus stt, and this is also in cascaded form, so minus 1 by r. So instead of minus in this one, we are using in the summation block. And here this system, the generator is the plant model, and this is in the feedback, that is in the negative feedback. The output is del f of s and input to the generator is del PD of s, because we are considering only the incremental change in load demand. So here we are having the entire block as the feedback block in the negative feedback. And now we have to get the transfer function. It means we have to find the value of del f of s. So we know the formula for getting a transfer function. That is, output divided by input will be equal to g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. Here the g of s is, this is a g of s and this is h of s. This is output and del PD of s is input, and it is in minus. Okay. And we are going to substitute the values in the transfer function formula. Del f of s divided by minus del PD of s will be equal to g of s divided by 1 plus g of s into h of s. So after simplifying this equation, at last we will be having this del f of s like this. Okay, And now we are going to consider a sudden change, that is variation in the input. So here the input is del PD of S, it already is in S domain. So we are going to consider that sudden increase in that input as a step change. So the del PD of S will be taken as del PD divided by S. And now we are going to replace this del PD of S as del PD divided by S, because we are considering this sudden change in the input signal. So after simplifying this equation by substituting del PD by S instead of del PD of S, we'll be having this equation. So now in order to get the final value, that is a final steady state response for the controlled case, we are going to apply final value theorem in the S domain. So in S domain, if it is in time domain, the time tends to infinity, but here we are having in S domain, so the time tends to, S tends to 0 into S into del F of S. So after substituting the value of del F of S into del F of S, we will be having the equation as minus Kp divided by 1 plus Kp Kg Kt divided by R into del PD. So after simplifying this one, we will be having this equation, and we can replace this Kp as 1 by B. You can get this value from the generator load model, and after substituting all this, replacing this gain constant in terms of actual system parameters, at last we will be having the equation as minus 1 divided by B plus 1 by R into del PD. And we can represent B plus 1 by R as beta, that is beta is nothing but the area frequency response coefficient, that is AF or C. The unit is in megawatt per hertz. Usually the value of damping coefficient will be very much lesser than the value of speed regulation, so we can neglect this value of B, because we cannot find this value by using any of the logics, because we cannot predict the variation in load. B is nothing but the change in demand with respect to change in frequency, so we cannot predict the variation in power demand. So by using any of the logics, we cannot get the value of B. So the value of B is simply an empirical value, and it will be very much lesser than 1 by R. The value of B is 0.01 per unit, it is in per unit value. The actual unit for B is megawatt per hertz. So we can neglect the value of B in this equation. So at last we will be having del F at steady state, its final value is minus R into del PD. So we can get this output by transfer function as the ratio as del F divided by del PD as minus R, it is hertz per megawatt. So the final answer is, if you are having this variation of frequency with respect to power demand, we are having the speed regulation in the negative side. It is, we are having a negative speed regulation. So second case is, we are going to get the steady state response for the controlled case. It means we are going to consider only one input, that is del PC. So we are going to neglect the value of del PD. So we are going to assume del PD as 0. So this is the block diagram after removing del PD of S as 0. So now we have to reduce this block, and all these three blocks are in cascaded form, so we can combine into a single block. So again we have to get the transfer function, that is output by input equal to G of S divided by 1 plus G of S into H of S, because we are having a negative feedback, so that we are using 1 plus over here in the denominator. So after substituting the value of del PC of S as del PC by S, because we are going to get the steady state response for variation in the input. and after applying final value theorem, you will be having 1 by b plus 1 plus 1 by br into del pc. So at last we will be having del f divided by del pc into equal to 1 divided by b plus 1 by r, and again we can remove the value of b. It is very much lesser than 1 by r, so at last we will be having the value as del f divided by del pc equal to r, that is hertz per megawatt. So far we have found the steady state response with respect to del pc and then del pd. So individually, now we are going to add these two steady state response together. So that is the del f steady state with respect to del pd and then del pc. So all together at last we will be getting this equation. It means we will just adding the output of these two cases, that's all. And our objective is we have to maintain a constant frequency in a system. It means we should not have any deviation in the system frequency. Here we are finding the steady state error. We are having a steady state error, and our objective is we have to reduce this error completely from a system. It means we are going to replace this del f steady state as 0. So in order to make this del f steady state as 0, we have to make the entire command signal given to the LFC as equal to that of the change in power demand. But and this is not possible because we cannot predict the variation in the power demand. So we cannot bring the steady state error in the frequency to 0 by simply by adjusting the value of del PC according to the value of del PD, because del PD is keep on varying. So there is no use to of having adjustment on del PC alone in order to get the value of del F steady state to 0. So the only way of getting 0 in the frequency error is we can reduce the value of R, or we can increase the static loop gain. By means of increasing gain or by means of reducing the regulation R value, we can have a faster response in the system. It means we can reduce the error in a faster way by means of adjusting the value of R or by adjusting the value of gain in a LFC model.